So we're in a very strange time when it comes to crypto at the moment. We are seeing the price drop down as low as 76,600. And it's causing a lot of people to jump out of the market, and it's I guess it's part of the process when fear comes into finances. But at the same time, this is a situation where no one can have we saw this coming, because when Trump, before he got elected, he mentioned the tariffs before, and of course when things start to happen and he announces these tariffs on these countries when he's in office, it's a different story than when you're campaigning to be president. And that the shock of it, obviously, what was it, about a month ago or two, when it really hit the market hard for the first time. That spooked a lot of people, including myself, in a sense where I wasn't selling, but I was very, very cautious of what I was actually doing, um, and what's to come next, because that uncertainty is it can cause your trading decisions to be very sort of, I would say, what's the word to use, fluctuated, because I had a system. My strategy is still a very strong strategy, even if I was to apply it, you know, a week or two ago. It's still a strong strategy, and that strategy was essentially not financial advice, but what I was doing was having four different exchanges where I was trading on. So I had, just for example, 1,000 on each exchange as an example. And every time the price of Bitcoin, I was only trading Bitcoin, every time the price dropped 5K, I would then enter a trade, right? And if it dropped again, 5K, on the second exchange, I would then enter a trade. And for the third time, if it dropped 5K again, you get the idea. So every 5K drop, every 5K dip, I was entering a new trade. And if you look back on the chart, you can see that was very profitable, but very dangerous. And that's the problem, because we don't know how far this is going. This could potentially go down even further, right? But we don't know how far this is going down. If the bottom is in, yes, we're up 8 grand right now from the low of 76, the wick down, but we don't know. We don't know, and I'm seeing a lot of people. Either there's two sets of people, right? There's people who are just doing absolutely nothing when it comes to this, and that's fair enough, rightfully so, right? And then there's those who are just buying the dip, just buying these lows. And I remember, um, I remember, right? This is a story, and this is how powerful money in the market is. Like, I said that wrong. So basically, the story is, I had X amount of money on Solana. I then sold it. I sold my entire Solana position, right? And I was holding cash the entire time for about a week. And then I was just hoping the price would come down. And then it didn't for a while. This was like 3 4 months ago, right? And then it didn't for a while. So then I thought, oh, I'll just buy back in, because it's gonna go up. The support is strong. The support at 250 is strong. $250 Solana, or whatever it was at the time. I'll go back in. I'll go and put my entire position back in. I've made profit, and it's gone down a little bit from when I sold, but only like $4 or $5, right? So I'll get out. I mean, I'll get back in, and What happened about 2, 3 weeks later? At the time, Solana dropped massively. So that's the story. And that's one of those situations where you can't time it. You can only the best thing to do is have time in the market. I know it's so cliche and everyone says the same thing, but it's so true. Time in the market. Because if I had just waited, I would have been in the same position regardless. Because if you just hold with the intention of selling way down the line anyway, then you wouldn't have to do that trade to begin with. Yes, I made what? Some profit. But it didn't really matter because look at the price now, right? So, and we're going to see the price increase later in the year. Well, if things go to plan, quantitative easing, we're going to have rate cuts. We're going to have a few different things that are going to really drive the market higher. M2 money supply is going higher, increasing. So we're having these things that are coming into play, and that's going to drive more risk on. So we have those things coming, and it's just the question is we're still wondering right now is are we, because we're 84 right now, the price is 84 as I'm recording this, 84,000. Are we in the bear market? Is this are we going down? Is this the end of the bull market from what we had? Was 109 our top? I know everyone is saying this on YouTube, but we are questioning this constantly. This is why we're in this game, this crypto game, right? We are constantly debating and questioning where is the bottom and where is the top. But right now, with how we are, we bounced from that low of 76. That's a massive bounce. What, a 10% bounce from more from the low. So we're gonna go and assume, well, I'm assuming that we touched the bottom and now we're gonna go higher. Because we are extremely we're still, even though we're 84, extremely oversold. I mean, that come down was hard from 109 from in early, inauguration day. That was the peak to where we are now. It makes you think, man, if only I had more cash on the side, I would just be buying up these dips, like all of them, when they happen. I have had my opportunity to DCA when I can, and most of the time now we're just going to be waiting because who really has extra money when if you've bought the dip, you've bought the dip, and that's it. Unless you're counting on the fact that every end of the month when you get paid, then you can buy more. But who's to say that the price won't be 100k by the end of March, with how fast this thing moves, and especially with March meant to be February and March are meant to be good months. February was probably I think it was the worst month in 10 years. Every February has been, well, most Februaries have been great. But this was the thing, I think this was the worst one in 10 years or so. So March, not looking fantastic, but we still got a long way to go. We still got half the month left. Yeah, we'll see where it goes, but ultimately, buying the dip at this stage, I think it is a gift because we know this is going higher, and I know sentiment is extremely poor, extreme fear across the board, and you see it in loads of different communities that you're in. You see the same sort of mindset and mentality. It's just people just walking away and coming back another day, right? Like when the price goes up, then I'll return, sort of thing. But that's the time where you want to get in hard, when the price is really low, and yeah, that's when the returns are made. That's why if you buy in the bear market when it was what 20k, 15, 20k, then that's when you buy hard. And I know it's depressing that it's just sideways and down for most of the time, but those returns right now would have been insane. And it's fair enough. I mean, if you don't have money on the side and you're just staring at your portfolio and it's just down like 50, 60%, depending on what you own, then it is a bit depressing. Especially if you have a big sort of allocation towards crypto. because you have that so much conviction towards it and where it's going, and then you see it down 60, 50, 60%. It just makes you just really just. I get it, of course, because everyone's in the same boat. Everyone. I don't think anyone is up right now, unless you bought in the bear market and you're doing fine on things like Solana or whatever, or XRP. Of course, Bitcoin, the ultimate one. But yeah. I mean, my strategy is still the same. I mean, I'm in trades that I'm obviously underwater on because of the price moving down, but my strategy is still the same. Well, right now I'm not doing any trades. I'm obviously waiting for two to come back up, but I'm not. I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing this until we see a bit more of a clearer path of where this is going. If we can get some more sustainability and more direction and clarity of these tariffs, because this is what's ultimately pulling the market down. And it's not just crypto, as you know, it's stocks as well. Yeah, I've used the opportunity as well to buy more MicroStrategy because I was a bit underweight on that. So I've put more weight and funds into that on my ISA. So I've done that, and we will see. We will see where this goes. Yeah, different format on this video. I might just do this going forward because when I do my videos, I just talk and we're staring at the Bitcoin chart, and it's not very fun. And yeah, I thought this might be a bit more entertaining just to have this in the background. So I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Hopefully, we see a bit more momentum into the market. And one more thing before I go. I hope you haven't sold your entire position because, or especially when selling the bottom, I mean. If you were able to sell the top and then bought back in here, massive congrats to you there. Yeah, because we're ultimately going to go higher. There's so much demand for Bitcoin right now. And, you know, the Bitcoin reserve, strategic reserve, you've got Michael Saylor. You've got everything, right? I don't need to tell you. You already know. So, and things like the prices of Solana and the price of Jupiter. I bought more Jupiter. Oh my god! Like it went down to, where did it go? Let me just double check. It went down to 44 cents, right? Jupiter. I bought more around 50. No, sorry, 48 to 50. And oh my god, that's gonna. I'm still bullish on certain projects, right? Regardless of what happened with the memes, I'm still bullish until I can get out of them and then go into Bitcoin, fully. When I can get out of these positions in profit, decent profit. I bought a bit of Jupiter at this low, and I do feel that we're in for a big shock going forward in terms of price action. It's going to go very high. There's certain there's just certain plays that you're in that you just know, you have that feeling, and you just know what's coming. Especially with Bitcoin driving these alts, and that's what I was talking about before, and how Bitcoin is the driver for these alts, and that's why you should be in Bitcoin. Ultimately, or at least I'd say now 90%. Well, going forward I'll be 100%, but right now, if I had the choice back then, I would be in Bitcoin about 90%. But I don't have that right now. I can't. I don't have that opportunity because I'm down on my alts and I'm just waiting, just like everyone. But yeah, I hope you didn't sell because, and you've had the opportunity to buy low here because we're in for projects like Jupiter, for example. That is 50 cents right now, 52 cents. That's gonna go to when we're in peak bull cycle. I know it sounds like a million years away because of what we're going through, but the price of Jupiter is probably going to, I would say, $4.50. That's roughly where I'm going to get out. And let's say I've got, let's say I bought 3-4 grand of Jupiter in total. I don't have that. I've got a different number. But I'm looking to get out when the price, if I've got that 3-4k USD worth, I'm looking to get out when it's about 30k or 25k. A decent 8 to 10x result from that, give or take, right? That would be marvelous. That would be fantastic. And I can see it coming. I can. Because of what we know that is coming. So, yeah, I thought I'd make this video I just wanted to just talk because I haven't done a video in a while, and I thought I'd just give an overview of where my head is at. I'm still bullish. Hope you are as well. I know the sentiment is completely on the floor. It's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. So just be patient, and we will get through this bullshit. Yeah, I'm still looking to get a decent sized bag of, well, when I sell at the end of the year, right? The easiest thing to do right now is just hold. Don't do anything, and you'll be fine. Look at your portfolio, and you think to yourself, this can 8 to 10x probably in the next 8 months. Because things can shift very quickly if things change with Trump stuff and going forward with the US economy. We know how fast this can move. Okay? So, yeah, that's my advice. Be patient. Alright, that's it from me. Let me know what you think about this format. Like it or don't. Alright, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.